Welcome to the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Greek reading course. In this first lesson, we'll study the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. Before we begin this lesson, you should have already studied the Greek pronunciation guide to learn the Greek alphabet and the correct pronunciation of all Greek letters. I'm going to assume that you already know that as we get started in this lesson. Let's read together verses 1 through 5 of chapter 1 of the Gospel of John. Verse 1. En archei ein ho logos, kai ho logos ein pros ton Theon, kai Theos ein ho logos. Verse 2. Houtos ein en archei pros ton Theon. Verse 3. Panta di autou egeneto, kai choris autou egeneto oude hen ho gegonen. Verse 4. En auto zoe ein, kai he zoe ein to phos ton anthropon. Verse 5. Kai to phos en te scotia phaine, kai he scotia auto ou katelaben. Now let's look at verse 1. En archei. En is a preposition that means in. Archei is a substantive noun. In English, we know the word archaeology. Archaeology is the study of beginnings. En archei means in the beginning. Ein is a verb. It means was. Ho is the Greek definite article that we translate the in English, and logos is a substantive noun that means the word. En archei ein ho logos. In the beginning was the word. Kai is a conjunction that means and. Kai ho logos, and the word, ein was, pros. Pros is a preposition that here is translated with. Kai ho logos, and the word, ein was, pros, with, ton theon. Ton is another form of the definite article. We saw ho logos, now we see ton theon. Ton is translated the in English. Theon is the accusative case form of theos, which means God. Kai ho logos ein pros ton theon, and the word was with the God. It's worth noting here that in English we don't translate that definite article with God. We just say God, and we assume that there's only one. The last part of verse 1 reads, Kai theos ein ho logos. Kai means and, theos, God, ein was, ho logos, the word. In verse 2, we read, Houtos ein en arche pros ton theon. The first word, houtos, is a pronoun. It refers back to hologos. Houtos is translated this or the same. Ein is the verb was. En arche means in the beginning, and pros ton theon means with God. Houtos, this, ein en archei, was in the beginning, pros ton theon, with God. In verse 3, we read, Panta di autou egeneto. Panta means all things. Di with an apostrophe is a shortened form of the preposition dia. Dia means through. Di autou means through him. And egeneto means was made, or were made, All things through him were made. Kai, the conjunction means and. Choris. Choris is a preposition that means without. Choris is followed by autou, which means him. Egeneto, again, is made. And then we have ude hen, ha, gegonen. Ude means not. Hen is the Greek word for one. And ha means which. So what we read there is, and without him was made not one thing which gegonen was made. In verse 4, we read, En auto zoe ein. En auto, in him, zoe. Zoe is a substantive noun that means life. Ein means was. In him, life was. Kai and he zoe, and the life, ein was, to phos. Phos is a substantive noun that means light. Kai he zoe, and the life, ein to phos, was the light, ton anthropon. Ton is a genitive plural form of the definite article, and anthropon is the genitive plural form of the Greek noun anthropos, which means man. Kai he zoe, and the life, ein to phos, was the light, ton anthropon, of men. In verse 5, we read, Kai to phos en te scotia phaine. Kai to phos, and the light, en te scotia, in the darkness, phaine. Phaine is a verb that means shines. Kai to phos en te scotia phaine, and the light in the darkness shines. Kai he scotia, and the darkness, auto, it, ou is the adverb not, catelaben, did comprehend. We saw in Latin, non comprehenderunt. Here we see, ou catelaben. And the darkness, it not did comprehend. If you study this video along with the written lesson in the Greek reading course, you should be able to master the translation of verses 1 through 5 in the first chapter of John's Gospel. Be sure to do your Greek to English and English to Greek translations regularly to master all of the vocabulary. It's also a good exercise if you've studied Latin reading to work from Greek into a Latin translation and then from Latin back into Greek. So you should be able to work in all three languages through the Gospel of John: Greek, Latin, and English. I hope that you've enjoyed this first lesson in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Greek reading course. In this lesson, we studied verses 1 through 5 of chapter 1 in the Gospel of John. In our next lesson, we'll study verses 6 through 10. God bless.